According to Feeding America, around 380,000 people here in Connecticut are considered food insecure. And when you look at children, that's more than 83,000 children in the state who don't know where their next meal is going to come from. So we love here on WICC to support those who are fighting food insecurity in the state, including those behind the annual House of Hope food drive. So St. Vincent's Medical Center and Aquarion Water Company are launching their 13th annual food drive tomorrow with a blessing and a ribbon cutting ceremony. And to give us all the details about this, we have Bill Hoey, who is the Vice President of Mission Services for Hartford Healthcare's Fairfield region, as well as Bill Colson, who is the Executive Director of the Thomas Merton Family Center in Bridgeport. Bill Squared, good morning. Thanks for being here. How are you?
Thanks for having me. This is Bill Hoey.
Hi, Bill. So,
Good morning. This is Bill Colson. Thanks for having me as well.
Thank you both for being here. Bill Hoey, I'm going to start with you. Can you first of all talk about House of Hope and also the partnership with Aquarion Water Company?
Oh, absolutely, and thank you for the opportunity to spread the news. This is, as you mentioned, our 13th House of Hope food drive, and the name was deliberately chosen because we literally have a house, well, it's actually a shed, in front of the medical center on Main Street in Bridgeport where we collect food donations. It's been a wonderful partnership with Aquarion for all of these years. And last year we raised over 10 tons of food that we distribute to programs like Bill at Merton House, who directly provide the food through their food pantries to hungry people throughout our region. We have 5 partner food pantries that we provide food for, and we're delighted with the results because the food gets to exactly the people who need it.
So I just want to clarify. You said 10 tons of food was collected just in your one day food drive last year?
Oh, no, not one day. This runs for several weeks.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yep.
Okay, so it goes on now. Oh, I see that. So it goes on now until November 15th.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's
so people
amazing,
have plenty of time. Yeah, it's an amazing amount of food that gets, like I say, right to the people who need it through our partner agencies.
Bill Colson, give us a little bit of a snapshot from the Thomas Merton Family Center in Bridgeport. You know, have you seen an uptick in need, and what has been sort of the impact of some changes here in Connecticut? I know, for example, SNAP allotments, that ended back in March. You know, what are you finding at the center and the need for food right now?
Yes, good morning. Well, at the center, we're finding during our breakfast, lunch program, our food pantry, about a 25% uptake in the increase of people dealing with food insecurity. This is a direct result of the SNAP benefits ending in March. So we're definitely seeing an increase of families, individuals, depending on their local pantries. Definitely at the Thomas Merton Family Center, we're seeing that. So we are grateful for partners like St. Vincent's Medical Center, Aquarion, for, making us part of a recipient for the House of Hope and all the food that they collect.
So, Bill Hoey, tell people if they want to donate, like what items are you looking for specifically?
Oh, it's a wonderful question, Melissa. Thanks for asking it. We have a list of healthy foods because, food insecurity and health care go hand in hand. You can't be healthy if you don't have access to healthy food. So while we won't turn down any donation, we're not looking for, people to go to their shelves and just grab unused cans of food without looking at what the nutritional content is. Because, throughout the greater Bridgeport region, we have diabetes, obesity, high blood pressure, and many times canned food, shelf-stable food, is very high in sodium or sugar. So we actually, dual purpose, we educate people about what are healthy food choices and how do you read a nutrition label so that you can identify the donations that we're looking for. So people have the opportunity to come to the medical center and actually drop off food, or they can make a monetary donation. And Aquarian and St. Vincent's will, we partner with Big Y, who has been a very generous partner with us to purchase healthy foods to distribute to the food pantries.
And Bill Colson, tell us, at the Thomas Merton Family Center, did you find that over the summer it was a little bit lighter on the donation side, only because I think a lot of nonprofits feel sort of the crunch, especially after the summer season, people on vacation, sort of out of routine. Did you find that as well?
Yeah, we did find that. Things are a little bit more challenging to get in the selections of foods, even working with the food pantries. Not the food pantries, but the food warehouse that we get our food from. Things have been very light over the summer. Things have been difficult to get, but we see that as well, yes.
So, Bill Hoey, where exactly do people go to drop off their donations?
Well, as I said, you can physically drop them off, and some people like to do that because it gives them a feeling of a direct connection to a food drive rather than writing a check or Venmoing money. But people can go to our website, stvincents.org, stvincents.org, and there'll be a dedicated page that walks people through how they can make a monetary donation so that we can go out and purchase food. Or they can call our foundation building at 475-210-5451 and talk to one of our staff about how to make a donation.
Okay, and I know that the physical food drive for Friday is 11:30 in the morning is when it starts, but as it's going on until November 15th, can people just still drop things off at the hospital, or do you prefer they go online to send in monetary donations?
No, we actually have what resembles at a library a food drop. So on the side of the House of Hope, there's actually you can open up a slot and actually drop food right into the House of Hope. So again, and that's available whenever people are either driving by Main Street or coming to the hospital. And like I said, that satisfies some people, like I said, like the feeling of physically dropping off the food. Mm-hmm. So, and they may come with their children to teach them about the need that exists right here in our own backyard.
Yeah, and there is a great need. As I mentioned, around 380,000 people in Connecticut are considered food insecure. That's around 1 in 10 people in the state who struggle with hunger. So it's a very big deal. Big chunk of those are children, and it's hard to even imagine looking into a child's eye knowing how hungry they are or not knowing where their next meal is going to come from. So I thank you both for coming on and talking about the need and addressing food insecurity. And again, this is the St. Vincent's Medical Center and Aquarian Water Company launching their 13th annual House of Hope food drive. That's going to have a blessing and a ribbon cutting ceremony starting at 11:30 at the hospital. And if you want to get involved, this is going to go on until November 15th. Check out stvincents.org. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Again, Bill Hoey, who's the Vice President of Mission Services, Hartford Healthcare Fairfield Region, as well as Bill Colson, Executive Director of the Thomas Merton Family Center in Bridgeport, one of a couple of places that are going to directly benefit from this food drive.